Do you ever feel like your brain is still in sleep mode long after you've woken up? You drag yourself through the morning, feeling busy but not really productive, and by noon, you're already drained. It's a frustrating cycle of hitting snooze, rushing around, and feeling like you've lost the day before it's even begun. What if I told you it might not be a lack of motivation? What if your morning routine is accidentally working against your brain's natural biology? As a neuroscientist, I struggled with this exact problem for years. My mornings were a fog, and I felt like I was constantly fighting my own mind just to get started. That is, until I stopped fighting and started working with my brain, using the science of productivity in my own life. These 5 simple habits are backed by neuroscience and can help reset your mind for better performance. I'm not just going to tell you what they are. I'm going to show you the science that explains why they work. We're going to bust the myth that you need superhuman willpower to have a great morning. Instead, you're going to learn how to flip the right biological switches in the right order.
This isn't about waking up at 4:30 a.m. or forcing an ice bath on yourself, unless that's your thing. This is about making small, strategic changes that can have a huge impact on your focus, energy, and mood for the rest of the day. Let's get started. One of the best first moves you can make upon waking is to drink a large glass of water, around 16 to 20 ounces, or about half a liter. This might sound almost too simple, but from a neurological perspective, it's a powerful way to start your day. Overnight, as you breathe and go hours without fluid, your body can become mildly dehydrated, and this can directly impair your cognitive function. Your brain is about 75% water, so when hydration levels dip, your concentration, memory, and decision-making can take a hit. That groggy, slow feeling when you wake up is mostly due to a state called sleep inertia, but for some people, dehydration can make it feel even worse. Providing your brain with immediate hydration supports the efficient transmission of neurosignals and overall cognitive function.
While the brain's primary cleaning process happens during sleep, starting your day hydrated helps ensure your brain has what it needs to perform. Studies show that rehydrating when you're low on fluids can improve short-term memory and attention. This was a game changer for me. I used to stumble straight to the coffee machine in a total fog. Now, I keep a large bottle of water by my bed. Drinking it first thing feels like turning the lights on in my brain. Within 10 minutes, I feel a real shift in my alertness. It's an easy, fast way to tell your brain and body that the sleep state is over and it's time to get going. After you've hydrated, the next critical step is to get 10 to 30 minutes of natural light within the first hour or so of waking. This is a hugely powerful signal for setting your body's master 24-hour clock, also known as your circadian rhythm. Deep in your brain, a master clock called the suprachiasmatic nucleus controls nearly everything from your sleep-wake cycle to your hormones and metabolism. But this clock needs to be tuned to the outside world every day, and morning sunlight is the best tool for the job.
When sunlight, which is enriched with blue light wavelengths, enters your eyes, it sends a direct signal to this master clock. This starts a cascade of neurochemical events. First, it dials down the production of melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy. Second, it triggers a healthy spike in cortisol. Now, cortisol gets a bad rap as the stress hormone, but a sharp peak in the morning is exactly what you want for alertness and focus. Getting this light at the right time also helps boost dopamine and serotonin, which can improve your mood and motivation. Neuroscientists like Dr. Andrew Huberman of Stanford strongly advocate for this habit because it's so fundamental to mental and physical health. A dysregulated cortisol rhythm, for instance, is often associated with depression. By getting that light early, you're not just setting yourself up for a productive morning, but also for better mood regulation and an easier time falling asleep at night.
I used to suffer from a major afternoon slump around 2 or 3 p.m., where my energy would just vanish.
Once I made a 15-minute morning walk outside a non-negotiable part of my routine, rain or shine, those slumps almost completely disappeared. You're biologically rewiring your system for sustained energy. Do you lose the battle with the snooze button every single morning? This next habit is designed to break that cycle by forcing your brain to switch from a passive to an active state. The moment your alarm goes off, complete a simple task before you have a chance to roll over. This could be solving a few math problems on an alarm clock app or trying a method from a small behavioral study that had a high success rate. Using an app that makes you get up and take a picture of an object in another room. For me, I use an alarm app that won't turn off until I solve 3 simple math problems. It's just enough mental work to pull my prefrontal cortex, the thinking part of my brain, online. This directly combats sleep inertia, that state of grogginess and impaired thinking that can last for 30 minutes or even longer after waking.
When you hit snooze, you're repeatedly yanking your brain out of a sleep cycle only to let it drift back in, which can make that groggy feeling worse and last longer. Engaging in a simple cognitive task forces your brain to start firing its alertness circuits. It creates what's called cognitive momentum. Instead of your first decision of the day being one of avoidance, hitting snooze, you make it a small win. This can release a bit of dopamine, starting a positive feedback loop for your motivation. It took about a week of forcing myself to do it, but this habit was the final nail in the coffin for my snooze addiction. I was awake, alert, and out of bed within a minute of my alarm. Now that you're hydrated, your clock is set, and you're fully awake, it's time to intentionally set the emotional tone for your day. So many of us wake up and immediately dive into the reactive storm of emails and social media. This trains our brain to start the day stressed and distracted. The antidote is a short 5 to 10-minute practice of mindfulness or journaling. From a neuroscience standpoint, this practice is about managing stress and strengthening your prefrontal cortex.
While that morning cortisol spike is good, chronically high cortisol leads to anxiety and burnout. Research has shown that practices like mindfulness and expressive writing can help manage perceived stress and, in some studies, may lead to a reduction in cortisol levels. When you meditate or journal, you can activate your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and digest system, which helps counter the fight and flight response. This creates an emotional buffer against the day's stressors. Journaling, in particular, lets you organize your thoughts and process emotions, which reduces mental clutter. For example, a common practice is writing down 3 things you're grateful for, which positive psychology research has linked to increased happiness. I start every morning by writing down 3 things I'm grateful for and 1 thing I'm looking forward to. It takes less than 5 minutes, but the effect is huge. It shifts my brain from its default setting of looking for problems to a state of appreciating what's good. This isn't just a feel-good activity, it's a training exercise for your brain, building emotional resilience and calming the noise so you can focus.
The final habit is to get in 10 to 20 minutes of light physical activity. This isn't about a punishing workout. We're talking about a brisk walk, some light stretching, or a few jumping jacks. The goal is to prime your brain for productivity. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, delivering fresh oxygen and nutrients. More importantly, it triggers the release of key neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine, which all help with mood, motivation, and focus. Even better, movement is one of the most effective ways to boost a protein called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. You can think of BDNF as fertilizer for your brain. It helps neurons grow and is critical for learning and memory. Studies have shown that even short bouts of moderate exercise can increase BDNF levels. Dr. Sachin Panda of the Salk Institute, a leading expert on circadian rhythms, recommends morning exercise to help further sync your internal clocks. A great way to do this is to combine it with habit number 2, take your walk outside.
You get the benefits of light and movement at the same time. For me, a morning walk is where my best ideas come from.
The combination of increased blood flow and a change of scenery helps me solve problems. I don't listen to anything. I just walk and let my mind wander. Some research suggests that creativity can be enhanced shortly after exercise, so this habit is a perfect lead-in to your most important tasks. So there you have it, 5 science-backed habits to help you win your morning. Hydrate with water, get some morning sunlight, complete a simple task to wake up, practice a few minutes of mindfulness or journaling, get your body moving with light exercise. None of these are extreme, and you can start tomorrow. The key isn't being perfect, it's being consistent. Start with 1 or 2 that feel easiest and build from there. If you found this helpful and want more strategies to work with your brain, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I've got a question for you. Which one of these habits are you going to try first? Let me know in the comments below. Your morning doesn't have to be a source of stress. It can be your launch pad for a focused, energized, and fulfilling day.
By understanding a little about how your brain works and aligning your habits with your biology, you can take back control. You don't have to let the day just happen to you. You can build a morning that builds you.